Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I want to offer you guys the deepest heartfelt thank you and gratitude for all your wonderful birthday wishes. I mean, they were so wonderful and your sentiments were so beautiful, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys, because I wouldn't be here without you, and we wouldn't be learning this cool stuff, and we wouldn't be have all these da 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 da. This, I have to say, is the most beautiful deck I've ever come across. I didn't even know of its existence. And then on November 29th of my birthday, when there was a box put before me and I opened this, I nearly had a heart attack. These are the cards. The deck is much bigger. I split it in two, but look, it's gold embossed, so it's beautiful. Oh, look at this. And then the lovely box, it has like it opens thusly, so it looks like a little card game type of thing. And this woman is sublime. She says she got her imagery from her dreams. Her name is Mary White, and you get a lovely, lovely book with it as well. I mean, it's just beyond. It is so lovely, and I was almost upset it was my birthday, because I just wanted to spend time with it and look at everyone and go over it and go over. So let's set right in, you guys. What this is going to be about is going to be an 8-card pick a card for why they find you irresistible. Why do certain people find you irresistible? We all have those little pockets of behaviors, right, that we are attracted to in others, and vice versa. So let's find out who's got what, who's watching, and who likes it, okay? So we're going to go across. We're going to start with Ghost Dance is number 1. Flow is going to be number 2. The Witness is going to be number 3. Water is going to be number 4. Magic is going to be number 5. The Drum is going to be number 6. The Time Master is going to be number 7. And the Earth is going to be number 8. So I'll give you just a moment to look at those. And look what I just made. I got a big ream of these rough amethysts, and I'm making bracelets out of them with real gold in as spacers. Aren't they amazing? Like, look at the stones on them. So I'm going to have a couple listed up in the store for Christmas. I'm going to put it up today to be listed. I got so excited when I saw. I love rough stones. They look amazing. Like, they look like little pebbles or rocks, don't they? And in the light, they're like this beautiful, like, there is some that are a little opaque, but amethysts are my stone. I feel like a lot of people that are into the esoterics, they like, it's a spirituality stone. It's also known as the sobriety stone. It's just miraculous. So let's get tucked in, because you guys have got to see these cards. You're just going to be blown away by the beauty of them. I mean, the artwork is something else. So we're going to start number 1 with Ghost Dance. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. I'll do them like this. Look at that artwork, right? Oh, amazing. The Chariot. And I used them on a couple private reads that were for other tarot readers that I read for, because I didn't know if they were able to ever see these. They never came up in all my search for stuff. It was crazy. So let's see. So well, this is quite something. So yeah, in this group, I just see with the Wheel of Fortune too, I see that you're someone who's very charming and you're receptive to others. You're receptive to others' ideas. I feel like when the Wheel of Fortune, I call it as the acceptance and high perspective card too. I feel like when there's the Wheel of Fortune, I picture the person that has evolved and come to the top of the wheel. So they have a great perspective on what is going on. They have an open heart, an open mind, which creates a kind of charm, loveliness, and class, right? When you're never calling somebody out on who or what they are and trying to correct them or things like that, people are at peace. You know what I mean? They can say and be themselves because they don't have someone there that has to be right. That's Poots, so of course she has to come say hello, and she's very quick. Also, I feel like you're quick to laugh as well. Like Cherry, I feel like these emotions that you feel come right to the forefront very quickly, and you're game for a laugh. You have this charm about you, and you just really, really like to be silly. Like I remember when I was 12 or 13, I would say practically anything that I felt, and it would mortify my family at certain events. Like for instance, I was at this horse show, and it was rather formal and dressage, and I was participating as well. And I remember I was riding Tuesday because nobody else could ride him because they weren't horse whisperers, and he was a thoroughbred. And this lady came up, and she was really obnoxious, and she's like, Dorothea cannot ride Tuesday because he has what was her phrase exactly? Oh, he is wild and ill-bred. And I went, well, Dorothea isn't riding Tuesday, I am, and your breath is wild and ill-bred. And she just, like, it didn't compute because she couldn't believe a 12-year-old was speaking to her like that. And she was such a phony baloney turd monster that I was like, get away from me and this horse right now. But you know what I mean? And like, I remember my father and brother laughing so friggin' loud because they were like within earshot of it, and it was so hilarious because there were so many mean, phony, baloney peoples in this riding club. But it was like, who cares? I love horses. You got to put up with people sometimes, right? But I feel like, yeah, you're very quick to laugh, and you're silly, and your optimism really brings people your way, and yeah, they find it really attractive. So I want to pull you guys a oh yeah, this too. This is part of your charm as well. Let's see. I like to read out of the book. Hathor is about receptivity. Remember, you're receptive. That's you. So Hathor. Because sometimes you ever have somebody come in and they enter a group, especially if it's, yeah, more than 2 or 3 people, where people then are a little self-conscious about how they're received or what's going on. So if somebody is new to come to the group and you're the first person to step out and welcome them and make them feel at work, whatever, you say it's the last person in the group to come into work and you guys are all set up. You're the kind person that's like, hey, how's it going, Betty? What's going on? You know, make her feel at home, make her feel welcome, where, you know, that just puts everyone at ease. Because I've never understood like exclusivity. Like I feel like you should always be inclusive with people, because why would you leave somebody out? I mean, even if they're an obnoxious person, I mean, it's very cold-hearted to just sort of put up that wall and let somebody know, especially in a large group format, that they're not welcome, you know, unless they're just some diabolical freak show. But other than that, let's see what Hathor has to say about receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, your energy, and the ability to give to others. The message from Hathor is, you have a maternal side that naturally cares for those in need. Yet this must be balanced with receptivity, or the flow is blocked. Receiving is the essence of feminine energy, and it's about allowing yourself to receive with grace and gratitude. If you feel guilty when asking others for help, or if you feel bad about receiving gifts, then you block your feminine energy. Your receptivity is just as natural as your nurturing, giving energy. Receptivity allows you to better hear the voices of the angels. When you receive, you have more resources to give others. So this is funny. I love how Esther Hicks is always saying how to get in that receptive mood, she listens to something she's not going to judge or is going to be distracting. It's an air conditioner, because she's not judging anything about it. It's just a monotonous tone that's over and over, right? And that's her place, because then you're giving your thoughts a rest, and that's when you can be receptive. You turn everything off for a moment. So yeah, I feel like that's part of your thing too. It's like you welcome in new people, places, and things, and that's very lovely. So here is your da 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 da. Your affirmator time. I set my sights on totally fulfilling life, and I will settle for nothing less. Jobs, like relationships, and I can always choose to break up and move on, knowing something is more satisfying and blissful around this corner. It must be right, because I've looked everywhere else, and how many places can bliss and satisfaction possibly be hiding? Amen to that, right? It's like, you ever just start your day and you know it's going to be a great day and you're going to go on an adventure. It's like that enthusiasm for life. Once you sort of pick up on that, when you open your eyes, you're like, I'm going to have a great cup of coffee. Archangel Michael, thank you for guiding me, protecting my family. And you go on your grateful list, and it starts to bring you up and bring you up. And then you start to look for bliss, and you start to look for good things, and you see good things, like that quote by Albert Einstein: if you're continually looking for harsh, mean, terrible people, that's what you're going to see. If you look for kind, loving souls out there, that's what you're going to see. Yeah, it's what you are going to let influence you, right? And you are only going to let bliss influence you, and that's beautiful. Yeah, receptive, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So that's you guys. So if you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and press the little bell too, and then you'll get the notifications as well. Ding, ding. And all my links are down below for private reads. Instantgo, thank you all you guys for coming to visit me on Instantgo. It's quick, efficient. You get your read done really quickly. Everything is down there, Patreon and my Etsy store with I'm posting new stuff every day, and get your Christmas shopping in. And also if you sign up for Patreon, which it can be only $1 a month if you want, you get 50% off anything in my Etsy store up until Christmas. So that's a bargain in itself. So that's you guys. Yeah, just be receptive and lovely, and let the world know that you're there. And if you guys want to come back at the last timeline, I'm just gonna lay out a swathe of these cards so you can check them out, because they are something else. They're super beautiful. Okay, now we're going on to the flow. Yeah, and her name is Marie White, and she said she got the images while she was sleeping, which I thought was pretty neat. So lucid dreaming, obviously. So the Hanged Man, I'll put that upside down for you because that's how I do. The King, oh, the Knight of Discs. Look at that artwork. Isn't that amazing? Oh, the tiger. Look at that tiger that's part of the tree, that's part of the child. It's amazing. And this guy, wow. Look at him. He looks part like a beautiful butterfly, moth, river. This artwork is so beautiful. I told Ian, oh my God, all my cards are going to be jealous, because I do not even want to look at another deck for 6 months after I touch these. And they're huge, and they're oversized, and they're gilded in gold. They are all the bomb. They are all the birthday, and then some. Yeah, sublime. And the book is otherworldly. Okay, so right away, I'm hearing that you have a lot of benevolence and kindness. That's very attractive to people around you. You're very big on compassion. Now, part of that with the Hangman is that you're an observer. People really, really enjoy people that can sometimes just observe from a distance. You know what I mean? Or observe within a group. They don't necessarily have to charm in and put in their 2 cents. So many people like to have competitive speaking in groups. I don't know from whence it came, but I'll tell you what, I don't even participate. If I find people, even if I know everybody's struggling for some kind of answer, but if I know no one's listening because they're just too busy trying to formulate what they're going to say and they're talking over one another, no. But that's not you. You step back, you listen, and you kind of garner a lesson from these things, because I feel like you like important conversations. You like deep conversations. You like things that have meaning in it. And every once in a while, I feel like the more information that I know, the less I really want to speak, like in conversations, because when I'm doing it with people that are in high academia, I feel like they think it's competitive speaking. I know more than you know. I have to tell you about this fact. I know this. I know that. I don't care about being a goddamn thesaurus or a dictionary. I care about knowing the feel, you know, the information, that sort of thing that's going around, not what you know. Like anybody can stand around and spew facts. So that's what this is about, sort of standing back and having quality conversation. You know what I mean? You're not the person that's going to be like competitive speaking. It's just not in your wheelhouse. And that's part of it. You have a charm of benevolence, a love, a love for just humanity. And you like things to be harmonious, and people around that notice. And I feel like you also like things that have a beautiful flourish to them. Like you can beautify an area, a room, your home, your office, whatever. You have a lovely eye for design, I'm hearing. And that's, that's a gift. Some people, it's all about like shapes and flows, right? I mean, I'm really big on sort of feng shui and flow, because if I feel cramped, I get crazy. Yeah, and I feel like you also live in the present. I love that the saying from the Buddha that is like, don't dwell on the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. And I feel like that's you. You remember things that people say, do, and feel because you are there in the present. You're not so busy trying to get in the mix as you are trying to learn a lesson and hear things from it, which is really beautiful. And people admire that because they almost have no self-control when the adrenaline gets going and everybody's talking at full mock, right? And so this is your guiding card. Let's see what's going on from the Goddess Guidance. I really love these. I saw other readers use these quite a bit, and I was like, oh, I wonder about those. What's going on with those? And I kept looking at them, but I was like, oh, I have too many. But I feel like sort of I really want a nice diversity in cards for you guys. So I was like, oh, I'll get those. I put them on my wish list, and they popped up. Hooray-sies for my family. So the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Messages from Guinevere. Romance is not an outmoded concept. Far from it. Romance is the time-honored precept merging with another human being. Romance is also playfulness, which heralds springtime flowers and new life. You needn't be in a partnership to evoke romance, however. You can manifest it yourself through laughter, surrounding yourself with beauty, and indulging in luxurious treats. Romance is the life force of the universe, and it is worthwhile, this goal indeed. That's lovely. So it's also saying, too, that your soulmate relationship has arrived or is soon arriving. Yeah, this is the true love card. This is very beautiful. So keep your eye out and keep that charm going and that benevolence and that sweetness that you have. And let's see what you got for your affirmator card. Oh, you have open-mindedness. So as soon as it comes in, I will take it back so I can read it. I cultivate and maintain an open mind that is ready and willing to be pleasantly surprised rather than write off new ideas. I stop assuming they won't work. Rather than write off new associates, I stop assuming I won't like them. Instead, I dare them all to prove me wrong. What a pleasure it will be to lose that bet. And if it turns out my negative instinct was right, well, I told you so. That's really cute. So that's you guys. Yeah, I've always felt like that too at work and places. I always start off on the foot of acceptance and giving anybody the benefit of the doubt. It's just the way it should be, because I feel like it creates the energy of the relationship as well, right? You ever see two people get together and meet at a new job or something, and one's very dismissive because they're too busy to say hello or show them the ropes. You know what I mean? It's a very rocky road to start off like that. So always, I feel like you emit that kind, benevolent heart, and you lend that hand, and that's very attractive to others. And I feel like that's why this love is coming into your realm, because you're giving. You're a giving person, and you have an open heart, and it's very attractive to people. Kindness is like number one on all the surveys for love matches. Well, what do you find in a person? Kindness, absolutely, 100%. Oh, I always put cruelty. I want someone like Ebenezer Scrooge. I want them to hit young children and have weird murderous tools in their basement. Of course it's kindness. It's so crazy. Look at this artwork. So if you guys want to check too, I'm going to put a timestamp, and I'm going to just lay out a swathe of these cards for you guys to check out, because they are otherworldly beautiful. So that's you guys. If you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe. Press it and press that bell so you get all the notifications of the new videos and when I go live, because I'm going to start doing some more live stuff as well. All my links are down below. If you press the little gray arrow to my private reads, to Instantgo, if you want a quick immediate read like within an hour, I can do that on there, and I do it through text. Everything is down there, the jewelry store, the Etsy store, the Patreon page. You should check it up. We have some of the artwork up for our Oracle deck that me and Eleni are doing, and we're titling that right now. So it's very exciting. You should pop in and check it out. Okay, and the Etsy store as well. So cool, that's you guys. So that was the flow. That's beautiful artwork too. So number 3 is the Witness. So let's see. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Beautiful. This artwork is so stunning. This is one of my favorite cards in the whole deck, because the crow is my spirit animal. And look at the eye in that, and they're in the tree. That reminds me so much of Game of Thrones. Wow, I love it. And that tree in Game of Thrones is bright red. I love that. Oh my God, Winterfell. I love that whole place. Okay, so this is quite easy. Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords. Well, I think we have a theme going here, madam and sir. Yes. So first of all, there's a warmth and a givingness. You're someone where if you're feeling good, you're going to spread the joy. If you have a fun story to share, you're going to share it with people. You want people to be at ease. You're wonderfully at home with your emotions. And here's a funny thing too. I read that one of the most attractive qualities that a male finds in a female, so it's just that one particular way that I read about, is if that female lets him feel like he can be emotionally free. Like if she's really good at handling her emotions and talking about them, because they have to repress so much, the males in groups and stuff, like, they don't feel nearly as free to cry or express fear or any of those things, because they feel like it's a weakness. They love that. That component makes them fall in love with their woman even that more quicker if they feel like it's a safe emotional space. And I feel like you have that in spades for sure. And also part of your charm and what makes people find you irresistible is you are a very unique and fast problem solver. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. You go right in there. You think outside the box. You just reach into that bag of tricks that you have and you pull it out, because you're not so linear, like, okay, I have to go to A to B to get to C. You're like, no, you just throw stardust on it and you look for any avenue, because you see things not as problems but as opportunities. Like, you're a natural problem solver and you love to do that, and you do it with really good, gracious happiness. You ever hear people, if they're provided with a certain I hate to even call things problems. If there was a circumstance, let's say they're provided with a circumstance. Some people get so bent out of shape because they have to do a little mental work. But you love that. You love puzzles, and you're able to solve them quickly, and you know how to compare, contrast, and come to quick decisions. And people admire that a lot about you. So let's see what your Sulis. This is your Angel Oracle card. Is Sulis. Let's see what the book says. I swear, every time I start to read, bar none, there is always some cat catastrophe. Some cat always has to get up to stuff. Like, I don't know why, but Poots loves this board and to come up here. So she's like whining because it's covered in this stuff. Oh, she'll still come up. Hello. How about you just have a seat on everything? Okay, you will? Good to know. Oh, she misses me because I've been making jewelry today because this business is booming. And I was like making all this jewelry that has to go out and special, there's special orders and custom made. And she gets so mad because everything, I am surrounded by tools and stuff, so she can't sit on my lap, so she gets very upset. So Sulis is bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, a river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. Message from Sulis is water's curative effects are well known and well documented. Since the human body is composed almost entirely of water, this makes sense. Water can wash away sadness, pain, and the ill effects of suffering. Absolutely, there's nothing more cleansing and beautiful than water, right? And Turkey has these these little natural salt baths there that are amazing. I love it. Okay, so engage in the purification rituals involving water more often, and you'll experience an uplift in your spirit and your outlook. Water's magical powers are amplified when you infuse it with your prayers and intentions. Now, have you guys seen all the crystals that people put in water? Like, you'll have a water bottle and you'll have a crystal in the bottom of it, and it'll be anchored in. Yeah, like crystal water is a huge thing now too. It's funny because water is very curative for sure. So whether you're soaking in a salt sea bath or a freshwater spring, you'll be sure to see the difference that water will make. I actually use that as therapy in the morning too. I love a blasting hot shower. I put it as hot as I can stand it, and I have one of those lovely like light brushes, so you do like brushing, and it's like it exfoliates and it gets your circulation going, and it's really, really good. Yeah, water is the key, especially in the winter, right? When your circulation, you ever get so cold like you feel like you're in pain? But I'm not saying, when you feel like that, don't go take a super, super hot shower, because you'll get those weird chilblain things, and that's not good. But yeah, you ever have that, like where you get so stiff and you can't wait for a hot shower? So this is going to be your card from, this is my third deck. I have one for work, one for love, and one for family. I love these. So risks. I take big risks and I leap into the unknown with fearless abandon, knowing that the best surprises and richest experiences come from bold choices. Worst case scenario, the unknown is filled with spiders, and they swarm me and they eat me and they decorate their spider cave with my bones. But what are the chances? Yeah, right. I tell you, that's my one fear. I'm not afraid of snakes or anything like that, but spiders freak me right out of my ever-loving mind for sure. So that's you guys. Come here. Come on my lap. She just laid across everything. Hold on, I'm just going to stop this for a moment. Pardon, I had to get rid of the cat, but I see Winter's right at the edge now. I don't know why it is so tempting to them. Like, they have to come and sit, but right across the middle. They can't just do it casually. They have to be right across the entire middle. So that's you guys. So very beautiful. So if you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. And also press the notification bell so you'll know when all the new videos are up. And down below is all my links to everything, my Etsy store, my jewelry store. You can get your amethyst bracelet like I'm wearing, because I got a bunch of these beautiful big stones. I was very excited. I'm on Instantgo now for quite some time, and I love it because you guys can quick get your 1-2 card answers like within an hour when I see it and I have a chance to check it. So it's real fast, especially if you guys are going out. You guys like that one a lot. So also I'm going to have a timestamp for the very end of this. If you guys want to come back and check out the artwork, I'm going to do a big swathe of this so you can see it because it is breathtaking. Yeah, I love this woman, Marie White, and she ended up doing the artistry from her dreams, images in her dreams, which was, it's amazing. I mean, just, oh, this deck, I'm going to be using it a lot. It is sublime. Okay, so that's you guys as the witness. So next we're moving on to water. So what do they find irresistible about you? I'm already hearing it. You have very good judgment. Nice. Passionate, smart, driven. Yeah, you have a mind for business and you also have a mind for planning. I feel like if people were to say, okay, we're going to have this many people in here, can you please find a juncture to have the party at, make the list, get the ingredients and do this, that, and the other, you would be like, I'm on it, and you'd have everything ready by 8 p.m. It would just be one of those things you'd be able to throw it together in a snap. You understand, I believe, too, I feel like you have a good eye for color, you have good judgment, you have a cat that I knew was going to lay on that, especially when it's the most beautiful artwork that I could imagine. I already stopped it once to pull her off, so I'm just going to let her sit there for a moment, and then I'll just go through your read and then come back, because I was making jewelry all morning, so she didn't get any attention, and it made her sad. And then this cat is going to wreck things. It's insane. See what I say about cat? These cats are crazy. So yeah, so with the King of Wands and Justice too, is I feel too that you are able to come to very good, honest conclusions about things. You know what I mean? Like if you have people coming at you, just say your kids or your family, and they say, oh, this person's doing this, that person's doing that, and you're in the middle, you can divine the right solution for whatever that is. Like you're kind of the peacemaker, and people really, they find that irresistible and helpful, because when you're a peacemaker, you're not trying to get in your 2 cents, you're not trying to get in your point of view, you're trying to see it and come to a nice resolution for people. You know what I mean? It's like that's your whole objective, is love, peace, chill. Now I feel like you have a really strong creative energy flow too. You know what I mean? Like you don't waste your energy. When you have it, you channel it into stuff, whether it is writing, art. You just have a fantastic imagination. You have good judgment. Yeah, you're just flaming on. It's amazing. That just reminds me of the William Blake thing. If the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as if it were infinite. I love that. Yeah, that's the judgment. That's the judgment card, I think, in this deck. I remember reading it last night and I was like, oh, yeah, this is sublime. Very good, you guys. So let's see what's going on for your oracle cards. Isis and past life. I had this board set up so beautifully and laid out so it was like precise. And as other readers, if you're watching, you'll know what I mean. You know when you get very symmetric about stuff. The artwork is beautiful. You lay everything out. You devise a plan. And then cats just come and destroy the hell out of everything you've ever wanted in your life. And why I'm looking this up, I'm going to tell you the worst thing that they've ever done and made me so sad. I have these boards, and there's like these velvet boards, and I make my jewelry and I lay out all my pieces and stuff, and at one time I just had hundreds of little pieces of gold baubles on there that were spacers, and friggin' Winter jumped and flipped it, and there were thousands of beads on this thing, and it literally, she hit it on the wrong end, and it was like if it was on the other end of a seesaw. It launched in the air and it went all over everywhere, and it was just like one of those things, and it was right before bed, and I just left it. I was like, I don't care, get the vacuum cleaner. At that point I was just like, I can't. So we all know, owners of pets, right, that they're just devilish. They just are from hell. We love them, but there's something the matter with them. So Isis is a past life. This situation involves your past life memories. The message from Isis is your roots upon this planet are strong and deep, and some of the roots are anchored in your past memories from faraway times. Oh, I know, you poor thing. I've called your attention to this condition so that you may unearth and uproot past memories. Sometimes you bury those memories to shield yourself from psychic pain or embarrassment, so you won't remember those awkward moments when life tested you to the maximum. Reveal those lessons to allow yourself now strong sorcerers, and move forward with the confidence that you have the sage wisdom behind you. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. I love how the cards are all slippery so they can just destroy everything. Now let's pull you an affirmator. Let's see what's going on with that. Participation. So let's see what that is. If she gets up and tries to run, she's literally just going to wipe out. It's so funny. Okay, so participation is, rather than taking a backseat to what's going on around me, I seize the reins of initiative and participate with effort and influence. Problems are fixed more quickly than normal, and my complaints magically turn into productive solutions. Oh, as well as a nice stash of ammo for that "can I have a raise" conversation. Yeah, I have to say, isn't it a nice feeling when you stepped in at work and you've just been able to delegate where stuff needs to go, and you can actively just come up with resolutions to things, you know what I mean? So many people are so quick at work to complain and, have a problem or whatever, because they think that's what is just ingrained from doing it and hearing everybody else do, right? Because it's like everybody's so quick to complain. Instead of that, why don't you be the person that's a ray of sunshine and makes everybody be like, hey, this can be a great place. We're all together, right? We're all people. We're all working to the same ends, right? Absolutely. So that's you guys. I've got to tell you something though. With the cat being there, I'm not even sure if I'm pretty sure we're going to be on water, because she just confused me and I had to move her and everything. She also makes these out of focus because she's what's in focus. I don't even care anymore. I'll just hold this up. So water, isn't that beautiful? I'm like, oh, so lovely. So let's see what's in for you. I'll hold these cards up for you so you can see them as well. Wow, look at that. Ace of Wands. Isn't this artwork sublime? And I'm going to put a timestamp so everybody can see the artwork at the end too. I'll put that right on top of you so they can see it if you want to be a butthole. He's like, I do. Beautiful, right? Oh, and then the Tower. Oh, so this is quite clear. Absolutely. So definitely what makes you irresistible in your charm too is you don't do anything half-assed. Say somebody is like, we're going to bake these cookies, and they just start throwing dough and everything in the dish and stuff. You're like, no, you start from the foundations. You realize that why do something half-assed? It's like that builder, that perfect swordsmith, those people that do stuff. You like things with quality, and you dress like that too. You don't want to throw any old garbage on your back. You like nice materials. You like things to be nice. You have a certain kind of flair about you. You understand colors. You understand stuff, and you understand. You're the type of person that if you're not going to gloss anything over, if there's a problem going on, you're gonna find a solution by starting with the root of the problem. You're not joking around. You're not going to walk on eggshells. You're a direct, honest person. You're very Sagittarian-like. And Wands, of course, being fire as well, as a nice mix in there. And Ace of Wands is like you're not afraid to have a beginner's mind and start from the beginning. Start from a 1. In anything, you know what I mean? You're not a know-it-all. Even though you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of knowing, you're not afraid to say, oh, I don't know. You're not going to make something up. You're not going to half-ass something. You're going to say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know. Let me investigate that or whatever. Or you're going to know, but you're going to listen to everybody else's point of view so you can expand your knowledge even more. You are a learner, you are a listener, and you are a thinker. And people find that very charming and very alluring, because so many people are so quick to want to think they know everything or speak before they think, you know what I mean? Some people, they just get in a competitive talking mode, but not you. It's like when you chime in, what you have to say has reason, and it has, some enlightenment to it. And it's like you just want to have experiences and be with people, and people know that. You don't have an agenda, which is really nice. So let's see what's going on. Oh, so very cool. So I don't know if this is Siege or Siege. Quiet time. Let me see. I have never heard this before. And you know what? Out of all the reads that other readers use this card, I don't think anybody has ever pulled it in any time I've watched. So we'll call it siege, quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Message from siege. Shh. That's her message. You want to come on my lap? Come here. Siege. It says, shush, dearest one, quiet your mind and breathe and let go of words. Oh, worry and plans. Go to a space of silence deep within you, that vortex of peace where the world doesn't matter. Now is the time to treat in silence and spend in time alone. I'll lovingly help you rejuvenate and recenter yourself. Don't try to make any decisions now. Just allow your mind to be at rest. You'll know soon enough when it's time to take action, but for now, quiet your mind and rest. Oh, that's lovely. So yeah, that's another message that you convey to other people too. It's like you have a very inquisitive mind. Therefore, you don't mind being quiet, observing, and garnering information, right? It's like we don't have to participate in every conversation that has ever occurred ever, right? Let's see what's up for your manifestor card. My cat is a weirdo. Oh, this is a lovely one. I love these. These are the work ones. I own the work ones, the family ones, and the love ones. Look at that, advocacy. And the work ones are blue. They make a lot of sense too. I am at my, advocacy. I am my own best advocate. When I have an idea, I share it. When I have a need, I speak up about it. When I tell a joke, none of my coworkers laugh. I make sure to repeat it. I then explain it, and if need be, I draw a diagram so everybody gets it. Look at that picture where he's like drawing it. I think that thing is a fox, but I don't know. That's hilarious. Oh my God, I love it. That reminds me of, oh my God, well, that hermaphrodite right there, which is, I'm pretty sure what's going on. There's a couple of them in there. Faith was in her room playing a video game as I walked by, and I heard her go. They were playing some game, and she's like trying to tell this guy to be quiet that's gaming, and she's like, he better shut up or I'm going to slap him in his man titties. It's like, is what? I'm like, every once in a while I just hear all these expletives come out, like, because I guess what happens in some of those video games, you can actually be killed by your partner, and like you'll just hear her flip out, and it'll be so funny. But I was like, slap you in your man titties, girl, things are getting heated. Like, oh my God. All right, so that's you guys. If you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and the bell for the notifications when the new videos come up as well. And all my links are down below for private reads. I'm on Instago. Check out my Etsy store. I'm putting in new pieces every day for Christmas. I'm very excited. And our Patreon page too, we have some of the artwork up for the Oracle cards me and Elaine are making. So it's really, really exciting. I'm really happy. And thanks you guys for my birthday donation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Keep me in cards in the lifestyle I'm used to. All the fancy cards. Yeah, when Ian handed these to me, my heart just stopped. I was like, what are those? I never saw them come up on the thing. I don't know if they were out of print or what, but I was very excited. Okay, so now we're moving on to magic. It's ooh, the moon. That goes beautifully with that. Look at the artwork on that, the moon. The King of Cups. Wow, look at that artwork. Isn't that sublime? Look at that. Oh, with the eye under the flower. Oh, just beautiful. I'm trying to hold the cat back because she's dying to go lay on everything because she's just a weirdo. No. All right, so let's see what's going on. So this is another one. It's so funny, you guys. Yeah. So this particular group, yeah, even more so than the last group. I'm thinking emotionally, you bring calm and coolness and collectiveness and good ideas, and you radiate a lot of warmth. But you also have a kind of quiet, esoteric smartness about you. You know what I mean? You're very connected. You're very intuitive. You understand what the underlying feeling is, you know what I mean? You go way beyond the surface. In fact, you're one of those people that unless it's a meaningful conversation, you're going to garner some kind of new knowledge how to better yourself, others around you, the planet, you're not really participating if it's gossipy or about television shows or whatever. You would rather be in your mind and formulating ideas on how to grow, think, and stuff like that, or just go into the artistry of your own brain. I'll do that sometimes too. I'll just start designing. If I'm standing there and the conversation takes a lame ass turn, I just go in my head and I vacate the thing because I don't want to be rude and walk away. But you're the same thing too. You have a little slightly loftier thoughts than anything going on CNN, or also just stuff that's off-putting, like what's going on in the news. You know what I mean? You're a dreamer, and people really, they find that very attractive and charming because you have a creative solution for a lot of problems that come up at work or the home or whatever, because you're definitely, you think outside of the box too. You understand how everything is fluid, and it is what we make it. We're influenced by only what we want to be influenced by, and that's our own thoughts, not by what somebody else says we can or cannot do. Absolutely not at all. You realize that you have great cognitive abilities, but you also put that lovely twist on things, that everything is solvable. You know that there is a key for every lock. For sure. Oh, I love that. Yeah, and you're just very charming too. I mean, you like to have a good time and be with people. And this is your your goddess guidance oracle. This is so funny because I was about to take a nap before I did this, and then Ian's like, well, Melanie, it takes me a long time or a couple hours to render it and do this, that, and the other thing. And as soon as I started reading and touched these cards, I was wide awake and all happy. So God is good, right? I am not going to let you climb all over everything. It's very irritating, so no. So let's see. So the message from Sekhmet is, you are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Message from Sekhmet is, see yourself as strong and victorious. Don't complain about anything. Don't blame anyone or anything about any condition. You're the embodiment of strength, not victimhood. As you rise above the old tendencies, see yourself in the new light of beautiful feminine strength. Your life will automatically shift in miraculous ways. You'll attract new opportunities, forms of abundance, and relationships. Yeah, our words will set us in a mood too, right? So for we got this, it's handled. Guess what? It's handled. If you're sitting there like the victim of like, this happens all the time, Marcy didn't do her work, Bobby is terrible at doing this, I'm always left holding the bag. If you do that, you start to feel heavy, overburdened, and like a victim, right? The victim card is the worst. We all have had that person at work where the world does everything to them. Everybody does things to them. Nobody does anything to you that you don't allow. It's, like the Roosevelt quote, nobody can put you down unless you give them permission, right? So F everything that has to do with victimhood. It makes me crazy. It's just that's the worst state of mind, because you're not standing on your own 2 feet. Like the blamers, the victims, where, everything happens to them. It's so draining to be around those people, for sure. So being strong means seeing yourself in the most favorable light you can imagine. Be real, allow yourself to feel genuine emotions, but most of all, be strong. Absolutely. Oh, and I know this has nothing to do, and I'm not, I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, well, every once in a while bad things do happen and this and that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying natural disasters and stuff like that, but I'm saying when you walk right into a building and you pick the 5 things that you see are wrong right away, and you harp on everybody else and drag them down, because that's just, any kind of negative energy spreader is not what's supposed to be in our wheelhouse. Right? So we want to be happy, and we want to bring people up, because things are contagious. Thoughts are contagious. Moods are contagious. Value. I am a valuable member of my team, and I bring a unique component to this job. I will not accept any self-conscious doubts about whether or not I belong here. And all inner questions about my own worth must be submitted in writing and then subsequently burned in a tire fire. Amen. Yeah. I swear, once you just put on your happy helmet and you decide it's a go-to day, it's just what happens. Absolutely. So now we're going to move this cat that's so obnoxious and driving me crazy, and we're going to go onto the drum. So that's you guys. If you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and then hit the little bell so you'll get your notification. The drum's going to be next. And down below in the little gray arrow is my links to everything that you need pertaining to my Etsy store, my Patreon page, Instago. If you want a quick answer to any tarot-related questions, you go on there. It's really fun. It's like $20, and I'll do you a quick tarot read on whatever question, usually within an hour or two when I see it. A lot of people like that if they're going on a date or they're going for a test or something's going on. People love that. And then just my regular reads as well. So this is going to be next for you guys. This is the drum, because the cat, of course, is laying on everything. Ooh, the Emperor. This is one of my second favorite cards in this. Look at the artistry. I love dragonflies. I flip out and I love them. Look at the fish carved on it, and his ring, and his tattoos on his fingers. Oh, look at him. Oh, Here, you want to hold that card for us? Good girl. And then the Page of Cups. Look at that. This stuff is beyond beautiful. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm just going to hold that for a sec. So I always wanted to, when I was younger too, to just shave my head so I could have a cool head tattoo. I'm going to murder her because this artwork is like, I couldn't wait to unveil it. And of course, but she's just being an a-hole. So, okay, so with the Emperor and the Page of Cups, I definitely feel like you're held in very high regard, because I feel like you have a lovely impact when you enter a room. I mean, you're not going to go unnoticed. I feel like almost immediately people would put you as the leader of a room, what's going on. They know right away you are the team leader or the manager or the president of the company or this or that. The way you hold you're very composed. You know how to delegate very fairly and swiftly. It's not like you get over there and do that, this or that. You'd be like, hey, Bonnie, by the way, could you go get that, this and that? You do it in a very lovely, compassionate, sweet way, and people defer to you because of that. So I feel like, yeah, you have a very good plus you have excellent judgment. I feel like you can really sort of once over a room and see what's going on and take the temperature. Again, high emotional intelligence. I definitely feel with the Page of Cups. You get subliminal messages. You can read facial imprints really quickly. You can tell if somebody's in jeopardy, if they're going to be unpleasant, what they're practically going to say before they do. I feel like you have very high intuition. And it's very charming because you blend it all together in a helpful manner. You don't use it to be a backbiter or a fact finder or anything obnoxious like that. You just do it because, you like to be composed, have it together. You like to find solutions. You like things to be chill. But yeah, I would say one of the biggest things, people find you very benevolent and very compassionate. And that stems into a lot of other realms, you know what I mean? That stems into generosity of spirit and stuff. I mean, when you have extra money, you are not averse to sharing it. And people love generosity. You ever go out with somebody and they're so stingy that they're like down to the last dime on the check, and you're like, ew, like that is a huge turnoff to me. That's a huge turnoff. I don't know why. Man or woman, you know what I mean? Stinginess is just not the way to go. And that's another thing. People that are stingy, you tend to not get abundance in regular cycles, because when you're stingy, you're saying you have a lack of money. You're not appreciating what you have. You don't believe more is coming your way, or you'd be generous with it, right? When you feel like money is always being received by you, of course you're going to put it back out in circulation in the economy. But when you feel like it's going to disappear, you hang on tight to it. Guess what? More is not going to flow into your realm. So let's see what you have for your Oracle guidance card. Look at that. Lakshmi. I love the Hindu goddesses. They're so beautiful. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Absolutely. I'll see if she'll let that just balance on her for 5 minutes. Just leave that on you. You look very nice. You're Lakshmi. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. I know, like I said earlier, she was so bummed because I had all my tools and jewelry around me, so she couldn't hang out with me. And so now she's double pissed. So she'll do this. Cats are smart. They're like, I will F you up in your whole situation if you don't pay attention to me. So stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. The message from Lakshmi is this is a kind of universe, and everything within it is working in your favor. There are no tests, there are no blocks or obstacles in your way except your own projections of fear into the future. Take a moment and hush your mind, quieting from worries and fears. Feel me brush your brow with this new energy of faith, hope, and optimism. These energies fuel your exciting present time as well as your future moments. Why would you wish darkness upon yourself when the light shines? I'm so glad I just looked up at the time, because the thing will automatically stop at a certain time. So step into the brightness by lightening your thoughts and feelings. You must stop worrying, as this anxiety squelches the goodness that seeks to find you. Absolutely. If your mind is too busy mucking through the mire of what coulds and what can'ts and what shoulds and what won't, all those things, and fear does that. Fear, anxiety, it blocks our abundance from coming in, because we don't have that, hence the receptivity mode. And like Esther Hicks talking about, just listening to a quiet fan, listening to a quiet air conditioner, because when you quiet your mind, there's no anxiety, there's no fear, there's nothing, right? It's just a hum. That's what meditation is. That sets us up for receptivity for all the good things that want to come in. So clear your heart of fear and replace those energies with ones that will serve you and your family. Oh, that's sweet. Now let's see what your affirmator card is. Opportunities. Hooray! Let's see what those opportunities are. When new opportunities arrive in my life, I swallow my hesitation and I gladly accept them. At this point in my journey, I can't tell what will turn out to be a dead-end path and what will be the road to my dream career. So I might as well try them all. Dear map app developers, how about a fortune-telling option? That sounds pretty good. Look at her, she's so lame. She just lays out. Yeah, opportunities. I remember going on and on about this the other day because I was so hell-bent after doing some research that absolutely when we stop seeing things as problems or obstacles and we see them as opportunities, you wouldn't believe what comes your way. Like the other day too, I almost kicked myself in my own ass when I was having so many private reads coming in, so many jewelry orders in this particular day. And I was like, I remember even making that sound like, ah, and I was like, why wouldn't you want to be successful? Hello. And I was like, is that careful what you wish for? And, because I'm quite a perfectionist, I don't hire anybody yet. I have my family, I let them help me. I trust Ian with everything. But you know what I mean? Like I'm always afraid that the delicate crystals or stuff that I pack up are going to be ill-packed if I let somebody else do it. So I insist on doing these things. And I was just like, but then it's like, it's such a joy. And I love everything about everything I do that I'm like, what else would you be doing, fool? I'm like, calm down. You got to be like that, right? Just be happy about your bright future and know that everything's going to be fine. That's lovely. Here, put that there. So that's you guys. So if you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe and press the little bell too with the notification bell down there. And all my links are down below if you need a private read or you want to get a quick 1 or 2 question reads in. That's the Instantgo app, and my Etsy store is down there. Patreon page, anything you could imagine is down there. These are just, isn't this artwork? Look at that artwork. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to do a quick spread at the end and show people what these cards look like because they're amazing. I might just do like an unboxing thing where I can concentrate because with her being here, she's being very difficult and it is what it is. Okay, so the cat has decided she is not going to move and she'll probably be here. So we're just going to carry on like she's invisible. So now we're going to go on to the earth. Oh, I love that. Those colors. I would love my wall to look like that, right? With like eyes on it. Have people over there be like, does that wall have eyes on it? You're like, no. What are you hallucinating? Just have eyes all over underneath the thing. Have people be like, what the hell's going on at Melanie's house? Yay! The strength card. Woo! Just lay there. You can be the card holder. Good girl. And the lovers. Oh my God. So listen, this is not only going to be what people find charming about you, but also what you have coming your way. I do feel very strongly for this group, to the Earth group, that you do have new loves, lovers, and romantic prospects coming your way. But part of your appeal and what makes you so attractive to others too is you have an innate strength about you. I feel like a lot of you guys have been through the friggin' proverbial fire. You have all kinds of things, bankruptcy, family deaths, a lot of illnesses. I feel like you have relatives that might have Alzheimer's. You have relatives that you may have lost recently or now have some kind of cancer to them, and you just keep going. You keep going with the most optimistic self you can have because you know what? You're on that frequency of understanding that, guess what? This is the world. This is a world. This is the earth. People they come down with illnesses. They go through pitfalls. They rise. We can't all be here forever. You have an understanding of that. So you try to make your time here purposeful and make it count. I feel like you're a big proponent for charities. You're a big proponent for the underdog. You have the strength. People defer to you. They trust you. They look forward to your opinions. You're very helpful. You're very level-minded, but you're also very, as a man or a woman, you're very lovely and feminine or male, whatever you are. You have this lovely carriage to you. You have this lovely strength. You have this lovely sensuality to you, and people, you have a warmth. Like when they hug you, they want to hug you for that couple extra seconds because you have that healing vibe about you too. You have a very high frequency to you that emanates love and warmth, which is very important That's amazing, you guys. I love that. Yeah, you've been through the ringer and you're the proverbial phoenix. You came out the other side of it and you realize, hell, I could take the victim stance of all this is happening to me, or you can simply say these are things that are happening around me and I'm going to do my best in that. Oh, and this fits in perfectly with that. This is your goddess guidance oracle energy that's around you too. So Kuan Yin, and that is compassion. That's one of the most loveliest components to some people, right, is their compassion. Like, they can be going through utter hell. They can be like exhausted, tired, starving, worked, and then they'll see a coworker or whatever and they'll finish and help them before they take care of their needs. You know what I mean? It's so lovely. Like, I saw once this sweet woman that I work with, and she had bad knees, and she was in the back room, and I saw this elderly man help her and get her a crate so she could sit down, and I almost started crying because he understood what it was like to have a body that wasn't 100% and have shit breaking all the time and creaky and just not working, and you don't have enough Ben Gay in the friggin' universe to fix yourself up with. Just duct tape your whole face and body back together and get back to work would be the motto in most companies. But it's like, yeah, people have ailments. People have fragile parts to them. So it's like one of those things, you would notice that and you would help them. You would hold the door for that person. You would help them with their shopping cart, and that's very loving. So this is about release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everybody. The message is, gentleness is the strength behind true power, and it comes from feeding yourself with the nourishing words, thoughts, deeds, and intentions in all forms of food. Shield yourself from harshness by placing intention to attract only kind and gentle life lessons in relationships. Transform harshness into gentleness by refusing to see anything but the shining light that is within each person and situation. This intention begins with your relationship with yourself. Be very gentle with yourself and always be happy, be kind, be sweet, and most of all, be true to you. That is so, so beautiful. And it's all about releasing guilt or shame or anything you've ever felt because some people hang on to that for their life, right? But it's hard to be compassionate and loving when you're hanging on to all this grudges or anything like that. But you're more light and free, and you understand that there is a component to everybody's life that has a hardship. Real physical pain, pain of loss, fear, anxiety. I can notice anxiety in somebody 100 miles away right away, and I always feel like it's my job as another human to help them out in that capacity and ease their way, because I can feel others' anxiety, and it's a hard thing. I mean, India used to have it about being in classrooms. I also don't like closed-in areas with a lot of people. That gives me a little bit of anxiety, but I can just pretty much go in my mind and work through it. But yeah, people see you as this just, a lovely, connected, earthy, grounded person, which is a great way to be, because a lot of people need, especially around Christmas time, when people are out shopping and they're acting like the devil's own son, being maniacs, you need that calm, cool, collected person that has compassion and love and kindness. I don't even know why I'm trying to reorganize this, because I'll tell you what, the second I get everything all back in order, Satan's spawn will run back in here. Oh, that's why I'm like, why is there an extra card over there? Okay, so now we are going to go on. Why even bother? Like, I'm not anal by any means, but this was set up so nice. No cat hair, no anything. And then there they come. Bless their little hearts. So that's you guys. If you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and press the little bell down below so you get the notifications with the new videos. And all my links are down below for private reads, for my Instantgo, for the Etsy store, for anything you might want to check out down there. And the Patreon page, go check that out too. We got some of the artwork up for stuff. Very, very exciting for the new Oracle card. So I'm excited. Oh my God, I don't even know what's happening over here. Okay, so we're going to go on to the drum. We're going to see what is irresistible about you. Let's find out. These cards, oh, I could just look at them all night. I could just check out all the artwork. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Look at these colors. Beautiful, right? Oh, look at that. It's like a magic mountain girl on top of a Pegasus that's laughing out loud, and he has a pentacle blue sapphire necklace, and he's just jamming out in the heavens. He's in it to win it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There he goes. Da, 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 da. I love those colors together. I love white, blue, and brown together. So beautiful. Love it. All right, let me get you other cards. Ooh, very nice. And Two of Cups. This is very good energy coming to you. Look at that. Isn't that artwork amazing? Comment down below what you think of the artwork of these cards. Now, she is something else. I love her. Again, this is, because a lot of people I know, they always ask afterward, it's called the Marie L. Tarot. And I will actually have Ian put this on the front somehow so you guys know what they are. I don't know how he found them. He found them for my birthday. I don't know if they were out of print. They just never popped up in my sites, but that's beautiful. Well, it's really good energy for Two of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're a very generous person. You're generous with your time. You're generous with your money. You're generous with your knowledge, your ideas, all of that. Definitely generous with your money. You also know how to earn money, and it's quite impressive to people because you know how to turn a dime into a dollar, into a dozen, you know what I mean, so on and so forth. You understand the principles and the energy that is money. Now, some people know, okay, it's a commodity, it's an energy. It can help other people out as well. It can, you can donate to anybody, anything, put people through college. You can have all this wonderment from it. So a lot of people need to change their relationship with money, not think it's some bad or some evil. Just because some people who have a lot of it then think that that money can excuse bad behavior, it doesn't. But that has nothing to do with your connection to money, because you realize that it is something that you can put to good use, right? And it gives you choices, and you can travel and do all sorts of things like that. So yeah, that's amazing. So again, too, I feel like this group, you're also very amusing. Like, people like to have you come places with them. They like you to bring you places because you have an allure, you have a charm, you have a attraction to, you know what I mean? You're definitely people are oh, suddenly without any thought they just like you, you know what I mean? You are naturally attracted to them. Yeah. Another thing about you too is you're receptive and you're inclusive with people. When they come near you, you make them feel comfortable, you make them feel good. And that's very important because so many people will be so caught up in what they're doing and they're talking that they forget to let people come in. But I feel like you console people beautifully if something is going on. You know how to receive gifts well. You don't, but I feel like too, you don't excuse bad behavior, but you like to, you'll give people the benefit of the doubt, and then you'll give them a second chance. But once that's over, because you're not foolish by any means, but you're not a judgmental person. You realize people can have some problems and stuff, and you want them to get back on the right footing. And sometimes that's why people will still engage in bad behavior, because they feel like, if people already feel like I'm doing this, I might as well do it. You know what I mean? Hence, in relationships, what happens. But you have really good balance in how you handle people, places, things, money. You're not, a braggadocio, oh, I have bindles and bindles and all that, but you understand it for what it is, and you like nice and finer things, so you treat yourself well as others, which is very nice. Yeah, I feel like you're really settled and balanced, and you really know how to harmonize with your life and your friends and take care of your physical needs. I feel like you eat well, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, you understand things, you have a good understanding of, how everything works, finance, health. I feel like you like to be able to sustain, I'm hearing you like to be able to sustain vitality and energy. I'm especially hearing through that. So I feel like you drink those crazy energy drinks, and you have those green tea pills, and you have all those little things that you can possibly have in your vitamins. And I don't know why I see those weird jars of vitamins that are like Centrum, with the rainbow on it. Comment if you have Centrum. I keep seeing bottles of Centrum everywhere. You Centrum popper, you pill popping nut job. So funny. So let's see what is going on for you in your Goddess Oracle card. Ooh, nice, Diana. Focused attention. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. And yeah, and I feel like too, when you're speaking to someone, they feel like the only person in the world. Like, how to really listen to people well and make them feel like what they're saying is important, and people are devoted to you because of that, because you give them your undivided attention and you're absolutely present when they're speaking. That's very nice. So you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. The message from Wait a minute, that one's Dana. Oh, sorry, that was Dana. This is Diana. I was like, that's not the right goddess. Okay, Diana, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on the target, and you will make your mark. Because she's the goddess of the hunt. So, tenacity means sticking to a decision and not allowing outside forces to sway you. Imagine yourself being like the mighty oak tree with your roots deeply planted in Mother Earth. Feel your solid strength and steady upward growth. Know that no matter what happens, you will succeed. Your branches may twist and turn as you flex towards the light, yet your unwavering intentions will ensure that no faint wind will sway you from your mission. Be in charge of your body, your schedule, and your mind, and keep them focused upon your target. So the various meanings of that is just basically staying positive, know what your priorities are, take action on them, take control of your schedule, release all doubts, avoid naysayers and skeptics. Yeah, number one for you guys, that's where I feel you're lovely. That's how you make your money. That's how you make your connections. I feel like you do avoid naysayers. You can pick out a negative Nelly and you're just not playing. You're not going to spend that time doing it. Like that crazy woman at the riders thing that was like, this horse is wild and ill-bred. And I'm like, your breath is wild and ill-bred. And I was like, get out of here, lady. You know what I mean? It's like people feel like they have to sound important, or they feel like they have to one up everybody, and they're distracting as hell. Like, well, who invited the skeptics in and on your party? You know what? That's what I always feel like when you ever have a conversation with somebody and a third or fourth party will come in and chime in with some negative bullshit, and you're like, I'm sorry, this door is closed to all gigantic a-holes. I don't recall putting out a sign that said all a-holes and their stupid 2 cents are welcome. I get very aggravated when people do that. You'll be having a really great conversation. You'll both be vibing out, lifting each other's vibrations and frequencies, and then you'll just get this sorry, sad sack that is like just a humping, heaving mass of misery. And you're like, just, you know what I mean? Like, I actually am getting angry right now thinking of past things when that happened. So it's like, yeah, just you can leave and you can shut the hell up and you can take your a-hole self with you, because that ain't happening, because we want a joyful space. Woo! A humping, heaving mass of misery. I am too much sometimes. Uh-oh. Has your workplace slid from model of cleanliness to graveyard of mugs, from Pinterest pic to Kathy cartoon? Time to get a second job, the job of giving your surroundings a makeover. You may be chained to a desk, but it's not a prison. Use your freedom of expression to make your space as joyful as you can. Ditch the clutter, hang some pictures, sage that cubicle. I'm serious, but I was in a confined space, I'd be saging the hell out of that. I'd have so many crystals around. Edward would be in there. I'd be doing this every 5 minutes. I'd be like, oh, scoozy, honk. Yeah, I don't like confined spaces and smelling other people like their cologne or their ghastly friggin', oh, no, and no. Like their tuna fish sandwich, I'd slap it right out of their face. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love here. So ditch the clutter, hang some pictures, sage that cubicle, spruce up your space, and you'll learn that you don't need to be lazy and get messy all over again. Yeah, clutter can accumulate very quickly, and we don't want that. We want a smooth energy and a lot of feng shui going on, right? You ever just, in your dining room, you just start building stuff on it, and then you're like, wow, I can't even see. You walk in a room and you're confused, right? It's like it clutters your brain as well. So when you have smooth surfaces, you actually have like smooth brain activity. So that's you guys beautiful in the artwork. You know, I'm going to actually, if she lays down, because I want to show a couple more cards. But that's you guys. If you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and press the notification bell so you'll know when all the new videos come up. All my links are right below for private reads, for Instago, anything that you need in that capacity. My Etsy store, the Patreon page, you should check that out. I'm really going to quickly, I know she's just going to come out, I'm just going to hold up a couple cards so you can see these. I'll actually do a really cool, come here. She'll get really obstinate, like if she knows I'm picking her up, but I want you guys to see some of these cards. Look at this, the 8 of Cups. Oh, they're just so beautiful. The Page of Wands. Oh, this, look at that. Oh, 8 of Wands. They're all just too beautiful. This, 7 of Cups. Wow. Look at that. 7 of Discs. Just, I love the colors. Look at her animals, how she does her animals. Are they so beautiful? Oh, look at that, lobster claws. Beautiful, right? Like, this is off the charts. Look at that. The Nine of Pentacles. Woof. Just all of them. Look at that. This one, oh, love me a unicorn in a fountain. I'm going to write a song about that. I saw a unicorn. It sat in a fountain and the water kept rushing down. I should start a band. Six of Wands. Yeah. What? I didn't even see this one yet. Look at that. Oh, well, I don't want you to see all of them because I'm going to be using these a lot. So we'll unveil them slowly. But I just wanted you to see some of them. Are they not just sublime? They are so otherworldly. Oh, they made me feel so good. As soon as I started handling them, I was wide awake. I almost was in a dire need of a nap. As soon as I started to handle them, I was totally fine. There's one, Ian made me laugh so hard. He said it's a giant penis. Look at that. That was when he was looking at these. That was the first one. It was a hermaphrodite goat Pegasus number. And I was like, what's happening there? I'm like, what kind of deck is this? What's happening? But then, wait, one more. Okay, and then because we want him to be surprised. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that though. Oh my Lord. So beautiful, right? So comment down below too what you think of these cards, because I mean, is it just me? Am I losing my mind, or are these just otherworldly? They really, they're like Gustav Klimt style thing. Oh, and if you guys are still here, I want to show you the birthday card that India got me. Gustav Klimt is my favorite. And look at this card from Papyrus. And then look, I'm at the top with my tarot cards and presents and toast. And I don't know what's in my hand. I think it's, I don't know, it's mail or something. She's down below with a cake and a balloon, and she wrote this little thing, and I swear to God, I cried. I can't even read it. And she gets embarrassed when I read her things because she's very poetic. But isn't that beautiful? Oh, the little gems. Please, my life is good. My life is good. All right, you guys, love and light. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I had the best birthday because of you guys. It was so just unbelievable. You guys, you know, you make my day. You're such wonderful spirits, and we're all here for each other, right? We're all just in the same tribe, trying to lift our energy and our vibrations, make each other feel good, go down avenues that are going to make us expand, grow, love each other more, take care of the earth more, take care of our animals, expand what we know, expand our understanding, our compassion, and that's what this is all about. And you guys make it happen every day with your beautiful words. So thank you so much. I can't even tell you. And yeah, I just am like, and Marlena Clark, you're the best too. If you're hanging in there still. Thank you for my birthday energy monies. That was very sweet. I really appreciate it. Okay, you guys, love and light. I can't wait to upload this and show you these cards.